Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is property management software. So if most of you are like me, then when you first start out, if you have 1 or 2 units, you probably track your rental income with Excel, like some a spreadsheet like this. So if you receive like a $1,250 this month, then you just go into Excel and you just post it like oh yeah, I collect that much, right? So this is how I started out. When I first have my 3 or 4 units, I set this sheet up. The good thing about this sheet is I checked it, and then if you notice, I have some highlight here. These are when I raise up the rent. So I mark it as in yellow so that I know when I raise up the rent, and because of that I'll be able to kind of mimic the following year. So as you can see here, from August of 2022 to September, I raised up the rent by $100. Then I raise up the rent again next year by $100, and so on and so forth, right? I don't think I raised up rent up here, did I? Oh, I did. Let me see. Wait, did I? 20. Oh, no, I already did right here. So I did. Oh, why did I highlight this one yellow? Anyway, I raised up the rent from 12.75 to 13.25. I raised up $50 here, and then I go and up here, and then I raise up again here, like that. So anyway, the other thing I do with this sheet is I already set up like a repair tracker too, because I want to keep track of all the repairs. So I created this sheet right here. The unit number, request date, the description of the work, who I assigned to, material cost, labor hour, labor rate, labor cost, and then total, so that I know, if I see $160.86 that coming out of the bank, I on 12 11 12 24, I know that is for the repair of the heater and the outlet. And the good thing about setting this sheet up is that when you want to know, oh well, what kind of, like, which unit like have a lot of repairs during the year, you can just click that. Now everything for that particular unit. So I have a cockroach treatment here, and then I have a collection coin. So I asked them to help me collect like coins out of the laundry, and I pay them 1 hour for that. And then the drywall patch and a fan extractor, and then I pay that. So you have a good idea of, oh, what did you spend the whole year on each unit itself. So, and then it's a good thing because then you have this to do the tax too. Like if you have this set up, you know how much you spent during the year, and then you can tell your CPA, oh, this is how much you spent for repairing all the units, right? So anyway, for that, and then by the time that I have 10 units, I'm still using this to track my rental. So just continue doing that, and because the good thing about this Excel is that when I tracked it, I don't just put like the full rent. So as you can see here, for example, let's say for this month, is it this one? This one. So during this month, I collect 575, and then I collect 213, and then I collect 760. So in the total, it's like 1550. So when I post in here, I actually put the exact amount so that it's tied up to the bank, the bank record that I received. That way I know exactly what I received, instead of like, oh, I don't go in and say, oh, I received 1550 total, because then when you tie it back, you don't know exactly what you received. So anyway, I used this for a while until around beginning of 2025. By that time, I know that I'm gonna eventually acquire more property or have more property that I can manage, and I want to branch out to do property management itself. So because of that, I'm like, oh, I probably have to start thinking about looking for a property management software, because tracking with this. But when I still have 10 units, every month I have to send out like a text message to all tenants. Imagine that. Sending 10 texts every month, remind them don't pay rent late, or else we're gonna have a late fee. And that worked for a while because I only have 10 units, so it's not that bad. But the thing is, imagine if you have more, then you have to remind them every month. That's gonna be a lot of work. So I'm like, and then I plan to manage for other people too. And so I'm like, oh, I need to look for a software that can help me manage it. So at the beginning of 2025, I'm start searching for a property management software, and I ran across a couple of them. One of them is called Rent Ready, which is here, Rent Ready Property Management. Oh, I don't know why this header is weird. Anyway, it's Rent Ready, and I'm looking. I think I spoke with the agent. I looked through the pricing, and I noticed that it cost me $5 a month to start, right? So, and then these are the features it has. The thing is like that is because during that time I'm not paying anything, so I can pay $5 a month. It's not that bad, but the thing is that I don't know when I will need the software. Like when I'll have to ditch Excel and just use the software. So I'm like, oh, putting up $5 a month, it's not bad, but then it isn't needed at that point. And the other thing I'm looking for is the bank transfer, like the setting up bank account, right? So for this one, they can directly to, they can deposit directly to your bank account. But the thing is like, can I have multiple bank account? The reason I need multiple bank account is because these property are mine, so it can go into one bank account. But eventually, let's say if I start managing for other people, what I want to do is transparency. I love transparency. What I want to do is that when tenant pay through the system, it goes into the owner bank account first. And then I will invoice the owner for the fee, the management fee, so that they can send it back to me. I don't want it the other way around. I don't want like, the money when the tenant pay through the system, it's gonna go to my account, and then I deduct my fee and then transfer it to the owner. That way, it's not what I like. So I like the money to go directly to the owner bank account first, and then I will send them an invoice, and then they will pay the invoice to me. That way, the owner know exactly how much the tenant pay instead of me telling them, oh, this is how much they pay only, right? So this system doesn't have it. The Rent Ready doesn't have that, and there's a couple more like cons here, but that's the main thing. So then I look for another software. This one is recommended from a friend in Florida. They've been using this one, and then I spoke with an agent. I go through a demo, and I realized that for this one with a 10 unit, this is how much you start per month. So because I have 10 unit, I have to pay $40 a month. Now that's already a big like, oh wow, already I have to pay $40 a month. Right now I'm not paying anything. So if I sign up with this, I have to eat at $40 a month, and I don't know when I'm gonna need it to manage for other property and make money from it. So telling me upfront, oh, I need to pay $40 a month. It's already a big no-no, and this one's pretty expensive because every unit that you add to your portfolio, you pay extra more and more. Look, see. So I mean, I'm not looking to manage 1,000, but eventually, if I manage like 100 unit, look, I have to pay $115 a month, which is a lot. I mean, my little car, my Ford Fiesta, like when I first purchased, is only 250 a month. So this is like half of the car already. But anyway, so that's why I did choose this property. And then later on, I run across an application called TurboTenant. And for this one, I spoke with an agent, and it's starting out pretty good. It's starting out free, so zero fund. So it fit what I got, right? And the thing is, it's got unlimited property listing, and then unlimited property too. So if you go down here to the pricing structure, right? So first of all, you got, I can market my property. So if I have vacant, in addition to put it on Zillow and all the other like rental website, I can put it here, and it's gonna post it on the other website for me too. So that's free. And then unlimited property, right? So I can have like 10, 20, 30, and it doesn't add more onto my monthly subscription, which is good. Because you don't want to, by the time that you manage like 20 to 30, you want to pay a couple $100 a month for this. This one cap out at 1658 per month, no matter how many properties you have. So that's good. And the other thing, the main thing is that I can have multiple bank account. So let's see. So, oh, no, not transfer, sorry. I can have multiple bank account in here. So connect bank account. See this account? So I got one, but if I go to Pro, I got unlimited. Now I already have one that connected to my main account, but then eventually if I manage for other people, I want another bank account. So that, when somebody pay for that property and it's owned by another landlord, I want it to go straight to their bank account. So this one allows me to set up multiple bank account, which is good. Right? And then the other thing that's good is that it waive ACH fee. So when the tenant pay through the system, if they pay through ACH, which means if they set up their bank account to link to the system and pay using ACH, they don't have to pay a fee, which is good because typically this one is like, I think it's charged you like a 3.5% if it's not ACH. See, if it's bank transfer ACH, it's free for the tenant. But if it's credit card or a debit card, they charge you for 3.5%. So because I have the subscription for the Pro, if my tenant pay through it using ACH, they don't have to pay any fee. If they don't want to, they can still Zelle or Venmo, and I will collect it through there. But then it's harder to tie back to the to tie back to the system. But anyway, it take a little more work if they pay Zelle through or Venmo. The only thing that's bad about this is when once they pay you through the system, when they deposit into the bank, you have to kind of like figure which like from who it's coming from, like the money, like from which tenant. So that's a bit like a bit annoying. But anyway, it fit what it's the purpose of what it can do. Now go through and let's go through and what is it and see this one also have like a phone app. So let's check out the phone app.
So now let's take you to the app so that you can see. This app can be downloaded from the App Store, and the icon like this is called TurboTenant. So click on here, and the first thing you see when you click on here is you're gonna be at the dashboard. The let's see, yeah, this, all right, the dashboard. So this is the main dashboard. When you log in, as you can see, it's highlighted on the bottom here. So the first thing you see, you're gonna see how much rent you receive for the month already and how much is past due. So what happened is every month, once you loaded your tenant profile and your property information in here, every month at the beginning of the month, it's gonna send out an email to remind the tenant of the rent due, and then it's gonna post here as a rent past due. After the first, it's gonna become past due. So as people start paying you, they can either pay with Zelle, Venmo, or they can link their bank account and do a direct ACH. If they do the direct ACH, and you have a subscription model that is waive the fee, then the tenant can actually pay you without any fees charged. But however, if the tenant actually opt to pay with a credit card or a debit card, there's gonna be around a 3.5% fees. So make sure if you use this app, make sure you warn your tenant that they can either pay you through Zelle, Venmo, or they have to pay the charge if they want to pay a credit card or a debit card on the app for a fee, right? So anyway, most of my tenants are paying through Visa or Venmo. So once I collect the payment, I can actually go in here and mark it. And there's a couple of ways to mark it. So for example, let's say I receive a rent and it's the full amount, right? From Zelle. Like this is one of the tenant that I think they have housing. So what I can do is from the main screen, I can click on the past due right here, right? And then that unit is unit 1 of the property on 1040 May Lane. So you can scroll down and see all these are the invoice that been sent out that is still past due. So I'm looking for unit 1. As you can see, unit 1 here, the rent is 1395. So I got the payment from the housing authority on the 2nd. So I can go in here and I can log that. So I click on this. This is if it's a full payment. You click on here when it's a full payment, right? And then you can record the payment. And then they're gonna bring up the tenant. You verify, yes, that is for that tenant. You go click next. And then how they pay via Zelle. So you go Zelle, you go next. And then when did they pay it? I received the payment on the 2nd when it cleared my bank. So I'll go 2nd, right? Date paid 2nd. And a note on here, I can just put like housing, right? And then I can just send them a receipt. So I click yes. And then once I click record payment, a receipt will be emailed to the tenants. When you set up the tenant profile, you include the email and then you include the phone number. So that's how the app will send them an email like for the receipt. So you click record payment, and then you're done with them, right? And then the thing is going back to the dashboard here, and then as you can see, the information, the total is not gonna add up yet. It's a bit slow, but if you close the app and you open it again, it's gonna pull up anyway. And then I have another payment I need to record, and that is also for a housing tenant. So I'll go to past due, right? But the thing is, this one is only partial because housing only paying half of the rent, right? For this person, and it's unit 8. So as you can see, if I click on here as unit 8, let's say if I click on it, then say record payment, they're gonna go next. They don't let you choose the amount, right? So that means when you click on record, you have to record the full payment. So I have to go back. But since this is only partial payment and it's not full, I have to go up here on the plus button on the right hand corner, click plus, click record payments, right? And then choose the one that was paid, unit A. And then now they pull up, they get tenant is Curtis. So set next. And from here, you can actually change the amount. So because the housing only paying partial, like 786. So I'll change the amount to 786, apply to the rent, right? And then go next, right? And then go into how, go again, Zell, next, when, second, housing, right? And now send them a receipt. Now the thing is, the receipt is only for 786. They still owe the remaining of the balance. So the system's still gonna remind them every day, as long as they have a past due. So let me record this payment. 786. Yes. Yeah, there we go. So record. And so I'm done with that one. So that's how you record a full payment or a half payment, right? And for example, let's say past due after the 5th, I will charge a late fee. So if I go back here and let me refresh this for a second and see what happened. They're not going to refresh it. Anyway, go to past due. Let's say by the 5th already, after the 5th, and unit 9 still past due. What I can do is I can actually go into the app. I go plus, I go create charge, right? And I select which unit it's for. Let's say it's unit 9. I can select a one-time charge. I can select a category. Which one is it? Late fee, right? So go late fee. And then I don't, February late fee or something. Late fee, right? And then how much? So usually I charge 10% late fee. So that's 12.9.50. And then put a due date. Let's say the 5th. I gave them up to the 10th to pay for the late fee. And then I have to select which bank account it's gonna be deposit to if they pay through the system, like if they pay through the TurboTenant system, the direct like bank ACH. So I'll choose it here, and I can go next, right? But the thing is, because they haven't been late yet, so I can't create this charge. But that's how you create a late charge for here. So let me just X out here, go back, X out, come on, X out, there we go. So that's how you do it. And then the other thing I like about this is allow you to market your property with Zillow, Redfin, and Trulia. If you need like somebody to to if it's a vacancy and you need leads, right? So as you can see here, there's a one unit I'm marketing, and then how many leads I got. So if I click here for leads, you'll see all the people that are interested in it. And the good thing about this is if you click on there, they can actually they actually collect the phone number and the email. So you can actually call the potential tenant, like the applicant, and talk to them, and then do all your screening or whatever outside of this too. It doesn't matter, and they have emails too, so it's very good. I've been using the marketing here for a while, and it's very good. And then down here you can see applicant. I don't use that much, but tenant, that's the total number of tenants. I think one of the tenants on here. Oh, actually, I still have a vacant unit, so I don't have it yet. But anyway, and then they can request like repairs request too. So they can actually go in here and submit repair request through the app too. And then once it's done, you can click on resolve. I think that one's done already, but I just haven't clicked yet. So, and then marketing. Now here's a trick for marketing, right? So here, if I click on marketing, as you can see, are they not showing it? Okay. Anyway, this is the unit that I have been marketing. See, unit 15. Now this property, I only have 14 units, but I also create a dummy unit 15. The reason for that is when I market it, I wanted to show unit 15 because there's no unit 15. So when people ask for it, I can literally like schedule for them to see which unit it is. I don't want other people, like anybody, to be able to see, oh, which unit is vacant, because when some place is vacant long enough, like squatter or people that need a place to live, and they think nobody's living there, they can go in and they can take advantage of that. And that's the reason why I create unit 15, so that nobody know which one is vacant. So when they call in, and if they actually are interested in our property, we can schedule for them to see it. So that's the reason why I create unit 15. So whenever you have like a big apartment complex and you have like vacancy, you technically don't need to put the actual unit number on it. Just create a dummy unit and use that to mark for marketing, and then your schedule is showing like outside of it. So anyway, and then go back to the dashboard. So okay, so there we go. So let me see if I can refresh this. Give me 1 second. Let me refresh this so that you can see the payment that I just received. I just logged in a second ago. So if I refresh it, I close it, and then I pull it back. As you can see, now it's going down to 715. So the other two payment that I did is locked in already, right? And then yep, and that's it for the app. I actually like this app a lot because of the how low it costs. Oh, why am I doing that? How low it costs for me to use it, and they don't have like a fee on top of like every single unit that there's unlimited of a property that you can put on here, that unlimited of tenant that you can put on here. So the thing is, I haven't used the screening application, like the charging, doing the screening on here. But because I have another app that I'm using for screening, so for now that app is pretty good. So I don't do it here on here. But TurboTenant is very good so far, at least for myself personally, for me at least, because I can. The good thing is I can track all the payment. Let's say if I'm out and about, or I'm driving, and then and then somebody paid, then I can just stop and record the payment there instead of have to go back to my home computer and record the payment in there. And once I repay once I report the payment, the tenant received a receipt at all, like right away too. So that's another good thing. Like I want the transparency. I don't want the tenant to be because I that the tenant or my customer, like that they're, as long as they're happy, I'm happy. So I want to be very attentive to what they need. If they have any requests and they submit it, like I want to get on it like as soon as possible, so that if they're happy, they stay, and if they stay, then I don't lose money on turning it over, because every single time it costs a lot of money to turn over a unit. If somebody stay there for 2 or 3 years, that'll be super good. But anyway, so that is for the app. That's it for today. If you have any question, please list it on the comment below. And thank you so much for watching. And if you find this video helpful, or please hit the subscribe button, and follow my channel for more real estate tip. I'm trying to create like one real estate videos per week, so that I can post on a Saturday. And also I'm a realtor and a broker, so if you need assistance in buying, selling, or renting, feel free to reach out. Or if you have any question at all, just let me know. I'm open to any kind of question relating real estate. So anyway, thank you, and see you next time.